Meantime, President Biden is calling on all U.S. citizens to leave Ukraine immediately amid this crisis. Dylan Kumbelik is a U.S. expat, and he is taking that warning seriously. He has left Ukraine and has taken his family with him to Romania to get to safety. He joins us tonight. Thank you so much for making the time for us. I know there's a significant time difference. We appreciate it tonight.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. right here.
Tell us about this. This must be terrifying. It must be surreal to have to flee your home, not know if and when you'll be back.
Yeah, we left January 30th. It was a tough call, and we'd been putting it off for a while. And every day we kind of go through, can we go back? Is it safe to go back? Should we stay longer? And we really are apprehensive about what the future holds.
Yeah, and I understand your wife doesn't have an American passport, so you can't come back to the U.S. You're basically stateless right now, right? What are your plans?
Yeah, so my wife and I, we have an 18-month-old son, and he does have an American passport. We're just playing it day by day. If we can't go back to Ukraine, we probably will seek to get her a visa and move back to the U.S.
Was there a turning point? I mean, obviously, this has been building for weeks. American officials have been urging Americans to leave Ukraine for some time now. What was the turning point for you where you took that decisive action?
I think it was just following the news and seeing that Russia's really surrounded Ukraine on all fronts now, because, there's been a conflict going on for years, and it's kind of always just been background noise. But we were watching the situation develop, and I had some friends contact me from the United States who said, are you thinking about leaving? And then it kind of changed to, when are you leaving? And we decided to kind of think about it like a vacation to Romania that hopefully we'll just pass by in a month or two and we'll be able to go back home. But yeah, we're just kind of watching things develop.
What was the mood like in Ukraine before you left?
Life was pretty much normal. I mean, you wouldn't have been able to tell just by looking on the streets. The cafes were open. I mean, we had COVID restrictions, of course, but all the stores were, worked. The shelves were full. There was a lot of talk on the expat, like Facebook pages and stuff about, some people are prepping and just, buying a bunch of firewood, maybe going out to their dachas in the countryside. A few people were leaving. I think that we were one of the first to leave. But the vast majority were just like, Russia is always bothering us. There's no reason to panic.
Yeah, that seems to be the mood from the people we've talked to, that they're just so used to this. If Russia does invade Ukraine, it could look very different going forward. Do you think about that a lot?
We do. We have my wife's family lives in Kyiv, and we have a lot of friends in Kyiv where my wife grew up. And of course, I have lots of friends in Lviv that we've made since we moved there. So it is a big concern of ours.
What do you want Americans and the rest of the world to know about this situation, those of us who are watching from the outside?
I think it's important to remember that, conflict is terrible, and this conflict is not caused by Ukraine. Ukraine here is a victim of the politics of a nasty neighbor, and hopefully we can all get through this with minimal disruption.
All right, Dylan. Well, we really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for giving us this perspective. Our thoughts are with you. We hope that this situation ends in a normal, good way for you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.